In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the ins and outs of the Cookie Rumble event and telling you what the best rewards are. We're also going to be talking about the fastest ways to complete the event, what the best rewards are for spenders and non-spenders, whether or not you should buy the pass, as well as whether or not you should buy the shop offers. Basically, we're going to be talking about anything you could want to know if you want to succeed in this event. Now, before we go ahead and talk about the rewards, let's talk about how you can max the event really quickly so that we can get to those rewards in the first place. Using the method I'm about to discuss, you can actually max the standard event with just one training potion. Now, the sweet elixir is distributed among 3 defenses on the map, so we want to be able to snipe those things with minimum army usage to do this as fast as possible. The best troop to do this is the Ram Rider, since it goes directly towards the defenses and takes them out easily. The troop does have some awkward pathing though, so just a heads up on that. I'm not sure if they're going to fix this or not. You can make this even better by carrying lots of zaps and some quakes. If you can next until you find 2 sweet elixir defenses next to each other, you can get really good spell value and immediately knock out 2 defenses. Since the Ram Rider unlocks early, the spells alone should get you there, and then after that you can just Ram Rider the defenses that are on the outside. Now, believe it or not, there are actually more ways to increase your efficiency when you're farming sweet elixir. One way is by using the Royal Champion to finish off defenses because of her Seeking Shield ability, and if you do have the Spirit Fox on top of this, she almost takes no damage, allowing her to be constantly used back to back. Furthermore, the Giant Arrow on the Queen can help snipe off and finish some of those defenses in the core, especially the weak ones. Don't forget also that a simple Eternal Tome and Balloon or Ram Riders can go a long way too. The best part about using heroes over spells or troops is that you can immediately use them again, and you don't need to worry about training them up or anything like that. Now, a lot of you probably already guessed, but we are going to be losing a lot of trophies because of this. And this could be a problem because you're going to lose your ore income, right? You're completely right, but if we use this method and completely max the event in one day, we could just come back up to the league that we were in the next day and we'll be completely fine. Especially because you'll be unlocking all those training boosts super early, and you'll be unlocking the Cookie P.E.K.K.A. troop, which is completely cracked and can do so much damage. Not to mention that you're going to get the Giant Gauntlet and you can start using it a lot earlier as well. Moving on to the rewards, let's go ahead and talk about the value of the different rewards in the Cookie Metal shop so that then we can go ahead and understand the recommendations I'm going to make. First, we have the Book of Heroes, which obviously got a nerf, but one thing that I completely missed in the video about whether the hero levels matter is the fact that you can actually get health regeneration every 5 levels, which is actually really nice. That being said, hero potions still take our heroes to the max level, so do we even need books at all? Yes, because if you're keeping your heroes up for war so that you can get more ores to upgrade equipment, that means you don't have time to upgrade them manually. So Books of Heroes become an extremely viable way for you to chip away at those hero levels. Now, to analyze the other rewards, we need to be able to evaluate them on a standard way, so we're basically going to calculate their value based on gems. Since the Book of Heroes is usually 500 gems, but it costs over 1,000 cookie medals, we can conclude that 1 gem is approximately 2 cookie medals. This conversion rate helps us to determine the value of the rewards. Now, when it comes to the research and pet potions, both of these cost 250 medals each, which is the same as 125 gems. That's a very similar value to what you get from the trader shop, and in fact, this is also true for the training potion and builder potions as well. Now, for the shiny ore, we know that 1 shiny ore is equivalent to 1 gem in the blacksmith shop, so 350 ores should be 350 gems. However, you get them for 325 cookie medals, which is the equivalent of 163 gems. So you end up getting 2.1 times better value if you opt to buy the shiny ore. Doing the math gets us the same value for the glowy ores and the starry ones, since the glowy ores cost 5 gems each and the starry ores cost 35 gems each. So overall, the ores give us a better gem value, but when it comes to the lower level rewards, doesn't the time value matter a little bit more? For example, you can get 350 shiny ores, but you can also get 950 shiny ores in Titan Leagues in a day, so you don't even save a day. The glowy ores do save you a day at the higher level, so time-wise, we can equate that to the research and the pet potions. The crazy time efficiency, however, comes from the starry ores. If you're attacking 2 max Town Hall 14 or Town Hall 15 bases, you get 5 starry ores each, giving you 10 starry ores at the end of the war. However, that's considering that you win the war. If you lose the war, those same battles would get you 4 starry ores. Worst case scenario, you're between a Town Hall 10 and a Town Hall 13 and you're consistently warring but consistently losing, and that means you're only going to get 2 starry ores a war. So what does this mean? Every time you buy 10 starry ores, if your clan is awesome and you're attacking high level bases, you'll basically get a 2-day boost by getting the starry ores, which is better than the potions or the other ores. But if you're a developing player, getting these starry ore packs can actually save you between 4 and 10 days because the wars are the only way to get the starry ores. Thus, the starry ores are the best purchase for the lower level rewards. Okay, now that we know how much everything is worth, let's go ahead and talk about the best rewards for free-to-play players. You get a total of 4,660 cookie medals if you're a free-to-play player. Now, the immediate buy for you has to be the giant gauntlet. This is for many reasons. Not only is the equipment strong, but it allows you to put your starry ores to use, and even though you can buy it later, you'd rather invest and start using it sooner than that. Also, just a quick note on the barbarian skin. I know that a lot of you are sad that we can't get both the gauntlet and the barbarian skin, but you do get the option of getting both, and I think that's really important. They'll also be available sometime in the future, so if you want both, you really just need to decide what you want first, and since you can invest into the giant gauntlet over time, I think this is just the smarter option. I also really just don't like this skin. I don't think it gives the same jaw-dropping vibe as the Ghost Queen, but that's just personal preference. Now, because the giant gauntlet costs 3,100 medals, you'll be left with 1,560 medals afterwards. 1,030 of those medals will go to a Book of Heroes ideally, with 320 going towards a starry ore pack, and a remainder of 210 medals. Unfortunately, we can only spend that remainder on resources, but I would wait till the end of the event to spend that leftover cookie medals because we might get some type of QR code or some bonus cookie medals in the future, and we want to make sure that we save those medals so that we can get another starry ore pack. Now, if you have no heroes that have an upgrade timer higher than 5 days, then you shouldn't get the Book of Heroes since you can potentially save more days with starry ore if you lose a lot of ores. You'll have to decide. In this case, I would instead get the gauntlet, 4 packs of starry ores, and then a single pack of glowy ores. But once again, save that purchase till the end of the event because we really want to see if we get some extra medals. And if you really want the decorations, you would get the gauntlet, one of the decorations for 1,025, which would leave you with 535. At this point, you'd get a pack of starry ores, and then you'd have 210 left, which obviously you're going to save just in case we get more medals. Now, if you get the pass, you get 9,660 medals, and this gives you a lot to play with. First, of course, you invest into the gauntlet, which brings you down to 6,560. For players with higher level heroes, 2 books of heroes will get you down to 4,500. Then, as long as you have 12-day upgrades, you can get any combination of 2 books from either the books of building or the books of fighting, bringing you all the way down to 700 cookie medals. After that, of course, you would buy 2 starry packs, leaving you with 60 cookie medals that you can ball out on resources, or of course, you would wait to see if we get more. This is the overall efficiency package for spenders, and this is what I would recommend if you're trying to be efficient. If you wanted cosmetics though, you would get the gauntlet and the king skin, one of the decorations, and 2 starry ore packages. And for those that want the skin but you also want efficiency, you can buy the skin, the gauntlet, either 1 book of building or book of fighting, or you could get the skin, the gauntlet, a book of heroes with 2 starry ore packs. So those are all the combinations that I would recommend, and obviously I value efficiency, so I'm going to be going for that specific combination. Now, for those of you that are on the fence, should you buy the pass? And the pass is $5, and with the reward from the efficiency package, you get an extra book of heroes and 2 books of building or fighting, which in itself is worth much more than $5. If you got the skin, it is a legendary skin, and Seth from Seth Gaming confirmed that you would probably get this skin for about $10 or so. And in terms of ores, you would get 600 more glowy ores and 80 more starry ores, which is insane in terms of progression because those 80 starry ores, I mean, at the maximum level, you can only get 6 starry ores per day, so that gives you a ton of days of advantage. Thus, if you're on the fence, don't be. It is a great deal. But if you have to choose between this event pass and the gold pass next month, I'd go with the gold pass since you get guaranteed value that isn't as level dependent, and you also get a lot more guaranteed magic items. What about the shop offers? Are they worth getting? Each of these seems to be worth it when we compare them to the gem conversion rate that we came up with earlier in the video. But to be honest with you, you probably bought out a lot of the really important stuff from the shop, so unless you really want the cosmetics, I would just stay away from these shop offers. Now, even though you guys know how to maximize this event, it's not gonna mean anything if you don't know the ins and outs of the equipment. That's why you need to watch this playlist right here, which really breaks down every single efficiency tip when it comes to equipment in Clash of Clans.